Good morning everyone and welcome to today's video where I show you how to make holiday fudge. I want to first thank Kiwico for sponsoring today's video and I will talk more about them later. But I want to talk about this holiday fudge. It is not in the family cookbook recipe, but it is, however, a family recipe. We didn't think about it until after that was made. I remember eating this fudge a long time ago when I was little and it tasted so good, but for some reason we couldn't find the recipe. We didn't know where the recipe was, and so a few years ago I reached out to my Aunt Patsy and asked her for the recipe, and I have it. But this is the recipe she gave me right here, and it's just a bunch of ingredients. There was no step-by-step or how to put it together, and so there was a little bit of trial and error. And I think I have figured it out and I have written it down right here. And it has also been 2 years since I have made this. So let's see if we can figure this out today and make a really good fudge recipe. Let's first talk about the pot size that you need to make this. I have made it in this same thing right here before in the past. And if I remember correctly, I remember it bubbling out over onto the stove. So I'm going to try it in this bigger pot right here. I do think it is important to use a pot that has a thick base so that you don't scald or burn your chocolate. So you can see that's got a pretty thick bottom right there. I remember being about Emma's age, cooking in the kitchen, thinking it would be so fun to have all of my ingredients pre-measured out and cook like Rachel Ray in front of a camera. And here we are today, cooking like Rachel Ray. To make this fudge recipe, you will need 6 cups of sugar, 1 can of evaporated milk, not to be confused with sweetened condensed milk. You will need 1/4 cup of Karo syrup, or this is light corn syrup, a dash of salt, 3/4 cup of cocoa powder, and I have learned this through trial and error that you want the cocoa powder to be sifted, along with 1 tablespoon of butter, and you will use 1/2 stick of butter later on in the recipe.
And a can opener.
You want to get it all mixed up, try and dissolve the sugar. Once it starts boiling, you do not want to keep stirring it because that is what will crystallize the sugar, and then when you go to eat the fudge, it will taste gritty. And so Emma is going to mix that up for us, and then we will boil it for 7 minutes. Emma and I decided that that spoon was way too short. We needed a taller spoon to stir with. We are still waiting for this to come to a boil, and you want it to slowly come to a boil. You don't want to heat it up too fast. And I'm still stirring until it reaches that boiling point. How does it taste so far?
Good.
7 minutes, starting now.
Can you smell that?
Yeah.
Smells delicious. I had to take the baby off while I did this part because I didn't want to risk getting her hot or burning her. So we are ready to pour it into a bowl. I have a hot pad underneath this bowl. Okay, do you want to pour it or do you want me to?
Yeah.
It's hot.
Whoa, look at the bottom. That's so weird. That's so cool.
Once you pour the chocolate into a bowl, you just set this aside and let it cool, probably for like an hour or 2 until it's not quite room temperature, just warm, but not like super hot. And in the meantime, you can do the dishes and spend some quality time with your children doing something fun. Okay, I don't know who gets more excited over the Kiwico crates, if it's the kids or me, but these are super fun. We've had these before in the past and the kids love them. So let me just show you a little bit about what these are. Kiwico crates was created by a mom of 3, and you can tell she was a mom who created these because there's absolutely everything in here that you need to create, have fun. They use the model STEAM, so the kids are introduced to science, technology, engineering, art, and math, all while creating and building. There are 9 different subscription lines, so there is something for all different ages. This one is Emma's, the 2 boys can share these. This one is Lucy's, and there's even one for babies, which is so fun. And I'm just gonna show you kind of a peek inside of what they look like. There's a fun little instruction manual. So easy for the kids to read, a little kids magazine, and then everything that you need.
Whoa, science stuff. Look at this. That's cool. Whoa. Oh, I like butterflies.
This paper will help us know if what we have is an acid or a base.
This is so cool. I'm going to do this again.
Okay, watch. We'll let all of the air out. We'll make it flat.
And now can
We'll
I?
let Porter do it.
Wait, does it just flow up with air?
Yeah, how does it do that?
Well, it's an experiment, so it just does that. And then you hold this.
Whoa!
That's a cool experiment, Dad. Whoa, ho, ho.
Whoa ho ho ho, Merry Christmas! Kiwico would make such a great gift for Christmas gift ideas this year. I have heard of a lot of grandparents gifting these to their grandchildren. You could gift it to neighbors, friends, family, whoever in your life. And I have a 50% off code for you. It is kiwico.com/DeruCrew for 50% off your first month of any crate. So check out the link below and start having fun.
My job, listen.
We are making some fudge, and I think this is ready. It's pretty warm, but it's not like super hot now. 4 tablespoons of butter. Do you want to put the butter in the bowl?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa, okay, there you go. And then you just start beating it, and it should melt the butter pretty fast because it's pretty warm still.
That's not fast.
And Julie always has a face when she does stuff like this.
I'm
like,
concentrating.
yeah.
Now to die there.
We gotta hurry and dump it in before it sets up.
Okay, don't get it in your hair.
Oh, lucky.
And then you pour this into a dish. I have an 8x8 because I like mine a little bit thicker. Oh, so you can see it's like setting up. Do you see that?
Yep. Go quick.
Oh, you have to work fast right here. So you can see how fast that's set up. Holy cow.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Go quick, Mama.
Oh, where's my parchment paper? Okay. That's not what I wanted to do.
What is going on?
I got parchment paper or wax paper or whatever you have. When I was little, the one time I had this when I was really little, I remember my mom forming it into like a log. It looked like a log. I don't know how she did it, but it was pretty. So I don't know if I beat it too much because it's set up really fast. Okay, here I have a thing of fudge and I've already cut into it. Even though it was still warm, you want to wait till it has cooled before you cut it into slices to share with your neighbors and friends and family, but I couldn't help myself and it's really delicious. So learn from my mistake. What I would do next time is the 4 tablespoons of butter that I just mixed into it, I would have that melted down a little bit more. Probably not completely melted, but very, very soft, so that when I mix it in, I don't have to mix it as long because I think I overbeat it, which is why it got stiff really fast. Oh, not the whole thing! Not the whole thing. Is that yummy? Who doesn't love a good piece of holiday fudge? That just melts in your mouth. That literally melts in your mouth. That is so delicious, and it's not crystallized or anything. Landon just went down the street to help an elderly neighbor, and I am going to go down there and take some fudge to her. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and go make some fudge.